Oh, I should probably hit live. How sweet it is to be loved by you nerds. What is up? It's me, your buddy pal HeyArcher. Welcome back to HeyArcher Live here on Nerd Affiliated, as my camera is doing crazy things as it tends to do. This is your weekly Thursday night nerdy talk show where we sit back and relax. I said we sit back and relax. Hopefully there's no echo, but is there an echo? I don't think there's an echo. I know I'm out of focus. I know that for sure. But hopefully by now you've poured yourself just focus, camera, focus. It is not focusing. A little bit don't know what's going on with my camera. My camera lately has been, but it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, we are here to party. We're here for the weekend, and we have the one and only DaDa Films joining us today. We'll be talking about it all. There was a Joe drop today. I didn't even know that was happening. I almost bought it on a whim, but I missed out. It sold out. If you have a YouTube channel, podcast, blog, OnlyFans, newsletter, smoke signals, whatever it may be, put it in the chat. Support one another. Plug yo shit. We also have Daredevil that's in full rotation. I've not started Reacher yet, actually. I've not started Reacher. I'm a season behind on Invincible. So if you guys are currently watching those, let me know down below in the chat. And if any of you have seen Brave New World, actually, put that in the chat as well, because I don't know anybody who's seen it outside of Anthony. But without further ado, we are going to bring in the man, the myth, the legend, DaDa Films in the house.
What's up, kids? What's up, my peeps?
How you doing today?
What's going on, brother? I'm doing all right, man. I'm all psyched.
Is that a record player behind you? Over your left shoulder? I thought it was a record player.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Legos.
Oh, okay. There you go. I love that. On brand. On brand.
On brand.
But there is a cat behind you, which I'm a fan of. So shout out to cats.
Oh, that cat. There you go.
There you go. Love that. Love that. Let me get some shameless plugs out the way. We'll say hi to the chat, and then we'll get the show on the road. Of course, nerdaffiliated.com, your one-stop shop for all things nerd affiliated. You can join our Nerd Foundation, pick up some sweet merch, check out some photos, all that fun stuff. We actually have a couple new items dropping pretty soon. I just want to see them in person first before it goes live. So I think you guys will enjoy that when it drops. But if you want to get in contact with us a little more efficiently, you got Nerd Affiliated on Instagram, where we post our memes, post news, post reviews. I didn't intend on that to rhyme, but it did. Over on Instagram. And of course, if you're into the Ghostbuster side of things, the Real Nerdbusters on Instagram and on the interwebs. So interwebs.
That's the proper term.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, interwebs.
I made a meme today for work, and I haven't released it yet, but the picture I used, I was like, oh, that's like my MySpace picture. I'm pretty sure. Like, that's how old it is. And our generation has been through a lot as far as like the different iterations of the internet.
Hey, it's great, man.
Did you rock MySpace back in the day?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
I had that.
Do you remember when you got Facebook? Do you remember like when that was a thing?
Yeah. I was late to it, but I got into it, and then there was that other one that just dealt with photos. It quickly went away. It was like an arty one.
Oh,
Can't think of it.
I was gonna say Tumblr, but I don't think was it Tumblr.
Well, it
Tumblr.
might have been Tumblr, yeah.
Yeah.
It's specifically on visuals.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. Nice. I remember I was on the train, I think, coming back from like a party, and somebody was like, "Oh, I just got on this thing only for college kids," and I was like, "All right, what does that mean?" He was like, "Oh, it's like the new MySpace, but you need a college email to get on it." And I was like, "All right, I'll try it." And who knew it would be where it is today? Little Facebook.
Oh, that's the beauty of that movie. That movie's really good if you watch it.
I gotta check that out.
I think it's really good. You never seen The Social Network?
Doesn't it? I mean, not that I'm a fan of his, but doesn't it make Zuckerberg look like a POS, or does it?
Make him? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, but it's still a good movie. Oh, you got it. It's a great movie, man. Good music. Trent Reznor does the soundtrack.
I don't know why I've not watched that movie. I need to.
I can't believe you haven't seen that movie. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, I got that reaction over COVID when people found out I hadn't watched Ready Player One, and I was like, I didn't think that movie was like that popular that I had to see it, but I guess because of all the references and stuff, it's like mandatory.
Yeah, like young adults, isn't that oriented to? Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah, It was okay. That was good. No, that's good stuff. But Social Networks, it's clever. That slick director does it. I can't think of his name. He did. What's that movie?
Let me see if I can find it.
With Brad Pitt and Fight Club. The director who did Fight Club.
Really? David Fincher. Wow.
Yeah, he did the Social Network. Yeah, you got to watch it. It's a great movie, man. It's really good. Clever.
Gone Girl.
And Spider-Man's in it. One of the Spider-Mans are in it.
Oh yeah, Garfield's in it.
He's great in it. He's great in it. I can't believe you never seen it. Yeah.
He directed
Quick. It moves.
Well, I don't know why I'm not showing you guys the screen. Let me show you guys the screen.
Let's get those stats up.
So he has a credit on Temple of Doom, but I'm wondering what he did on that. Let's go to the IMDb.
Oh, he might have been like a guy working his way up.
Yeah. Oh, definitely at that point in time.
Yeah.
So that's producer, direct. He has 95 director credits. And we go back to, he's been in the game for quite a while.
Yeah, he did 7.
Yep. Alien 3.
Alien 3. There's some good things in that too.
Yeah. I think that movie
gets disappointed.
Oh, which one?
Alien 3. The fans get a little miffed about it.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's hard to follow up. Alien 2, Aliens. It was such a good movie.
I know, off the charts, right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking today, he's got so much money and he's bored and he's working on these Avatar films, which the last one wasn't that great. But he should get a deal with Netflix and do Terminator in the future, do the chronicles of that. John Connor's in the future. He could do that with his eyes closed. Be the showrunner, and then he should do the early campaigns of the Space Marines, the Colonial Space Marines.
That would be good. That would be good.
Yeah. before they meet the alien, the other shit they encounter, all that they'll throw all these things back to the well and bring it out, and foreseeable things. You
Yeah.
can play with so much with that, but it will lead up to the destruction of that crew that gets killed. But maybe you'll see other units, and then they'll break off on other units or something.
That'd be pretty sweet if they,
Yeah.
will be awesome if similar to Prey. Like, remember when Prey was coming out, they didn't advertise it as a Predator movie. It just kind of like appeared. Like, if they did a Space Marine movie or TV show, and you have no idea that it's in the universe, right? But you get hints.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, either season finale or like 3/4 away in the movie, then like the in your face alien, like, this is an alien movie happens. Like, whether it's like the logo from the company, or like they stumble on an egg, like, but you have no idea as you're watching the movie that's what it is.
Dude, the Easter eggs are unlimited, man. You just go back to the well. The well, you just keep pulling the water out of the well, and who would love to be in that writer's room, right?
Yeah.
And they're on the whiteboard, right? You don't even have to be the guy that types. You just be a guy sitting on a couch, drinking your little Pepsi with a little moonshine in it, going, yeah, that's a great idea, blah, 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 la, 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 la. But all you do is give out ideas, and they say yay or nay, and that's it. And the guy goes, good. Were you happy with all this? Yeah, that's it. All right, I'll write it in like an hour.
Yeah. And hell, with ChatGPT, you can write even faster now.
Forget it, man. They said AI, the kids are basically soon going to have AI tutors.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I use it for everything now. I literally use it every day. Like, it's not. I was doing.
Oh, go ahead. No.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I was trying to learn how to do LED lights. I think I said it a couple weeks ago, like LED lights with like a control board. And instead of like learning coding, I was like, I'm just gonna tell ChatGPT what I want to do, and every code I wanted for everything, it would pump out. And I was actually learning it better because I'm watching it prompt things, and I'm like, all right, oh, that's why it does that. Oh, that's what that means. Oh, that. And then I would ask it questions. I would, do whatever, and it explains it.
Dude, it's crazy.
Yeah,
dude,
there's no going back.
No going back, but I think the next 5 years are going to be bananas. But here's the thing. If the machines get bad.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
The John Connors, way.
Yep.
And the Butlerian Jihad from Dune. You follow those two manuscripts, we'll be fine as humans, but if it goes down where, did you see, what was it, The Creator? It just happened like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Great movie about AI.
Yeah.
Great movie about AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
How people are sympathetic to it.
Yep.
Nobody has a problem with it.
Yep.
And it's all, the guy who plays the general in it, is great. He's a British actor too. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's British. And Denzel's kid is great, man.
Yep.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I wanted to, I was more interested in seeing it because they filmed it on like a camera you just buy at the store. Like, it was on a Sony FX3 or something. And on
location.
Looked amazing. On location. Yeah. Yeah. And then all they did was add the CGI in. They didn't, it was not green screen. Yeah.
Nope. Sick. Just little tidbits. Yeah. It's great. Yeah. Well, there's a great little satire on what the future may bring.
Yeah.
And you get like, whoa. And the sympathy, they show the empathy for synthetic beings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or how about the droids, the military droids that were bombed and run in, whacked.
Yeah. God, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good, man. And falling in love, and that actress from the West Wing in it, Jane something. She plays a colonel, and she tells a story about her son fell in love with a synthetic, and he got set up to get murdered by a bunch of the synthetics.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. And she's crying, and she's like, this is why I want to kill all these androids and stuff. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's kind of bananas. The new hatred, or just the are they beings? Do we respect them? But we're not at that time yet. But it's interesting though.
And then I'll get to the chat. It's one of those scenarios where if, like, for example, if Blade Runner didn't exist, like that movie, I think would be way more popular than it was. Like, I feel like the creator was like niche popular, like film nerds like the movie, but like the masses don't like the movie. But I think if like Blade Runner or maybe like Blade Runner 2049 didn't exist, and then this came out, I think this would be like a sufficient like sequel type of movie as far as like, is that human? Is it not human type of thing? And I feel that way sometimes about bands. Like I listen to some bands, like especially like some of the younger bands that come out, and it's like, man, like if Megadeth didn't exist, like you would have killed it, or
Right.
or actually I should even say with older bands, right? Like, or even like fighters, like, this fighter would have been champion, but this other fighter existed, and that's why it didn't happen. But let me say hi to the chat. Just don't want you guys to feel like we left you guys out. Like I said, Creativity from the Future is in the house. Craft Flex in the house. K-Walk in the house. Man Collects in the house. Ultra Carta in the house. You washing your car, all right? Ultra Carta did some hunting. You got that LA Night. Awesome. CM Punk. DaDa Films in the house. There you go. K-Walk promoting the merch. I love that. Craft Collect says, I'm not saying the creator was bad, but I for sure fell asleep right after the first scene. And Tony in the house too. Good to see you. When Creator was done, I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta tell everybody about this movie. Like, it wasn't that amazing, but I think as film fans, I think that's where it gets a lot of extra points. And like you said, that dialogue about like, are these people, like, do they have souls? Do they not have souls? Like, again, it's very Blade Runner-ish. Like if you told me this was in the Blade Runner universe, I would be like, yeah, that lines up. Like that checks out.
Right.
So yeah, I think the creator, Patrick, give it another shot. Everybody else, give it a shot on a good TV. You can't be watching it on you can't watch it on your computer screen.
Yeah, in your bedroom or your living room with the lights out.
Yeah,
good
sound.
Late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Late at night. Mm-hmm. It's really quiet. It's one of those really, especially that scene when the frogmen come out of the water.
Yeah.
And they come up to that house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's dope. The military stuff is great.
Yeah.
That whole ship that orbits around the planet. Oh, yeah. So cool. So cool.
And then again, you hear the budget. You hear like how they just did it all again, like you said, on set or on location, and then just added stuff in.
Yeah.
You see that. You see like Godzilla, like how Godzilla -1 had like the lowest budget. You hear all these things, and you're like, why can a larger studio not do this? Like,
yeah.
But then you realize too, like the larger studios, I guess pun intended, no pun intended, I'm not sure, but like that's the machine. Like they're in it for the profit, where these other movies, it's like the passion, and they're hoping there's a profit, but it's really passion that drives it.
I don't know if A24 did it. I don't know who, but that director's a big science fiction director too. Who directed that? Didn't he do a Star Wars movie?
Oh wow, that was only 2023. I thought it was like before that.
Yeah. So much stuff to watch.
Yeah.
I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so overwhelmed. You know what? We're in Black Mirror, baby. This is Black Mirror life. So forget everything we're talking about. It's all Black Mirror. That guy wanted to quit. He was like, I'm tired of doing this. I was like, are you nuts? Dude, I'll bring masseuses over, cappuccino machine, whatever you want. Keep writing, man.
He did Rogue One. That totally makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, he loves droids. He loves droids.
Yeah.
He's a big Star Wars guy. It's great.
Yeah.
Monsters was good too. Monsters was really good. Check out Monsters. Subtle sci-fi. Really good. Check that out.
He's got the new Godzilla, the new Jurassic World. That actually
Good for
makes
him,
me
man.
that actually makes me intrigued on seeing the movie. I had zero cares. This takes it above a zero for sure.
He's a talented guy, man. He should be making movies till he dies.
Yeah.
He's a talented guy. And
Yeah.
he's right up our wheelhouse, you know. He's a dystopian dude. He loves, end of days and, UFOs landing in Central Park, that kind of thing. He's one of us, man. One of us.
One of us.
One of us. One of us. Great movie, by the way. Watch that film too.
Yeah.
I just want to give a quick sponsor to our supposed trip we're going to do.
Yep. Tokyo Force One. I love that.
My little font I did.
That's actually pretty good.
Tokyo Force One, guys. Come on, let's get it. Talk to the ladies, the wives, the partners, the girlfriends. Come on. Once in a lifetime. We're not going to be riding bike. We're not riding bikes across America. That's not going to happen. So we're going to fly to Tokyo.
Well, I know one of the reasons you want to go is toys.
Oh my God.
So let's talk some shop. Like I said, this thing came out today before you start just showing off some things. I know you're a Joe fan, so I just need to get your reaction.
Yeah, sure.
So this dropped today, and I had no idea. Like, I don't know who it is. I remember seeing something at one of the toy fair or something, but it looked pretty dope, and I almost bought it just on looks, having no clue what this is. Did you get it?
No, I didn't know it dropped today. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it's not sold out.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, it's sold out already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is. Oh yeah.
In like the first hour, it's sold out.
It's sick, man. You gotta be on those alerts. You gotta have it on your phone.
Yep.
You gotta have it on your computer at home.
Yep.
You got everything to get the update. Because if you don't, man, this shit sells out in 10 minutes, bro. 10 minutes.
You know who this reminds me of? From Batman. What's his face that uses a Lazarus pit? Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like the comedian from The Watchmen.
Yeah, because of the wings and the eye makeup.
Yeah. You got a little of that going. So it's already a likable character, and he's got that Walking Dead thing with the guy with the bat.
Yep.
It was the same actor.
It was, yeah. Yep.
That fucking reference on a reference. Yeah, it's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's sick. I gotta calm down with those, though. I'm like you, man. This is what I wanted to talk about from last week, a couple weeks ago, was about the toy reduction and how we're morphing into other kind of collectors, but we're still keeping in tune.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go with actually before we touch on that. So Patrick said that he's watching Invincible, Reacher, can't watch Daredevil until the girlfriend says Disney. All right, until the girlfriend tells Disney I'm over 14. Oh, you're using your girlfriend's Disney Plus account and she has you on the kids thing. Is that what's going on? That'd be pretty funny if that is what's going on. So yeah, let's talk about that, because I feel like a lot of toy collectors are starting to change the habits a bit. There's a lot more card breaks, videos happening. Actually, this is, don't get me wrong, Pokemon popped off during COVID, but lately I've been going to Target and there's a bunch of dudes waiting every day for new Pokemon cards to show up. So, as far as collecting goes, where are you at? Where do you think you're going?
On a quick note on that Pokemon thing, I loved it a couple of years ago when they had the thing with the phone and people went outside.
Pokemon Go, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's clever shit, man. Everybody was doing it. It was clever.
You know what the genius was behind that?
I was like, whoa.
That company was trying to get data. They were trying to get like free data on like areas, and they were using people to collect that data.
Wow. Of course.
Yeah. And it was in the contract, but nobody reads the contracts. You just like agree.
Yeah. But everybody loves the thing, though. I mean, it wasn't harmful. It's just data collecting for
Yeah.
somebody.
They data collect on everything now. Everything's data collecting.
You can data collect on everybody.
Yeah.
Shit, all the tools are out there. You could be your own FBI if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You know, all the shit's on the dark web and stuff. But yeah, I just thought that was cool about the Pokemon stuff. Hey, man, like people, you know, another quick thing before we go, the collecting thing is, you know, shouldn't we be playing with drones now or something? Like that would be a lot cooler to play with, right? But we're collecting action figures and stuff, you know.
I would say
If,
more. I would, instead of like drones in the traditional sense, if it was more of like interactive stuff with our collections, I would say yes. Because like, you know, flying a drone up and down, left and right, after a while it gets kind of old. But like, if somehow our collectible things that we're purchasing were more interactive.
program our action figures to fight each other. There you go.
So you're trying to do small soldiers in real life, is what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe they want to do that. I'm saying you might want to do that. That's cool. But then you could program to like kill your neighbor, right?
That's true. That's true.
When does the AI stop?
Yep.
When does the AI stop? All right, collecting. You know, I gotta my little piggy.
Yep.
This is from
Is
Rebels.
that Ahsoka?
Rebels.
Oh, Rebels. That's right, Rebels. Yeah.
Yeah, the pigs that Landau is transporting that episode, and they the babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I don't think I can get the 6-inch Joes anymore. It's just too much. I'm gonna have to really cherry pick now.
So were you trying to be completist with Joe's or
no? Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Like check this out. Like I love these Transformers and Joe mashup.
Is that the one that you were telling me came with Slaughter? I didn't know it was a thing, and then
yeah, let me get that. Comes with 2 figs. Oh. 2 figs. Love it. You got leather neck.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's like old school.
Yep.
You know,
with the bio on the back. Yep.
Yeah, and it's an O-ring. And then you got Slaughter. Oh.
Yep. Yeah. It's so good.
Crazy.
It looks like it's Super 7 because the way that the card is.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's Hasbro. I'm sorry, it's Hasbro.
No, yeah, it's Hasbro. I'm saying, but the way that they designed that card, you would have assumed that was a Super 7 figure.
Yeah.
Super 7 at Toy Fair last week, they showed new O-rings coming out for Back to the Future. And and you know, we got the O-ring figures for Ghostbusters and stuff. You know, I feel like right now, kind of like what you're talking about. I feel like O-rings would be super popular right now if they just were not almost the same price as a 6-inch figure. Like a Super 7 reaction figure is 20 bones, but I can get a full Joe with accessories for 24. Like, why would I buy the reaction? It don't make no sense.
25 with shipping and stuff.
So are you trying to be out of G.I. Joe altogether? Or
no, just ultra cherry picking.
Have you picked up anything recently?
Joe wise?
Yeah.
No.
I just purchased something actually.
Oh, what do you got?
This is my first Joe pickup in probably 2 years. Like
Let's see it, bro.
Well, it hasn't arrived yet. But I ordered this one. I ordered the Firefighter.
Oh yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing these generic ones. Yeah. The Legacy Collection. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And not only do they come with 2 different head sculpts, so you can kind of like, you know, do your own story, but they have all the accessories, and it's kind of an army builder. You know, like you can buy multiples. I mean, I'm definitely going to pick up when they go on sale again. Like, they have like the sniper, like the desert sniper. They have a couple other ones like the scuba diver, you know, stuff like that. Like when they're on sale, like pick those up, and they're good background characters for photographs.
Yeah, I had the scuba diver guy, the generic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get a couple. It's crazy though. You gotta like I want to get the dreadnought. Uh, always got to get Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
It's endless. It's endless. It's crazy. It's cuckoo bananas. I cherry picked the Joes. I don't get every Joe. I know. I got the Doctor. I got to have him, and
Yep.
he's a retro card back. These are dope, man. These are dope. The the card back, man. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You know.
So with something like that, you wouldn't take that off card.
The 6-inch card back, man.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't take this out of this. No way. Not that it's a card back. Look how beautiful it is.
Mm-hmm.
So fat. Imagine having these as a kid. Like,
Oh
my
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
My God. I'm spoiled. Spoiled children.
Are there other lines that you're cherry picking or maybe going all in on because you're like, oh, this just makes sense?
Oh, I got to get my minifigures anyway.
You love the minifigs. You got a first order thing going on there?
Yeah. Dude, it's endless. Endless.
But aren't those like $20 each?
$20, dude. You're talking. I was on Whatnot earlier watching people.
Yeah.
It's an auction site,
Yeah.
People are bidding on these action figures. $100. Banners, Lego banners out of print, going for $400.
Oh.
It's crazy money,
Who's
dude. People
buying it?
going.
Who are these people buying these?
Who knows, bro? It's all anonymous. $80. $80 plus shipping and handling and tax, internet tax, interweb tax.
Yeah.
$80. You're blowing on a little minifigure. This tiny. Crazy, man. You think action 6-inch action figures are big? Huh. This is a whole other subculture, man. It's bananas. Yeah. It's bananas. Yeah. It's bananas.
What I would have paid $80 for is this guy here. I pre-ordered this one. I pre-ordered 2 of these. Just had to have it. I needed Daredevil.
Yeah. No, there's some figures you got to get. Like, I would definitely, you got to get what you want.
Yeah.
For your collection. And that's what last 2 weeks ago we were chatting about you got to make your grails now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make your grails.
Yeah.
And the great thing about your grails, you can have your Ninja Turtle grail, your Ghostbusters, you have your Star Wars, whatever it is, and you can change stuff out whenever you want.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you do that. So then you're content. You're like, ooh, my Transformer one's looking a little low, man. I gotta move some stuff around, or see what's new, or maybe I'll sell some stuff and get something new, or
Yeah.
You got to change it up a little bit, And that's what I think the future of collecting is. It's because there's guys got like storage bins and their basement's full, and their garage and their attic. And I'm like, dude, man, this is an obsession, You know
what it is? I think we're in, I've learned this is like a cycle, like where we're trying to collect everything. It's like, oh, too much, everything too much. This happened in like 2022 where people were like, there's toy collectors out there who are like, I'm done, I'm out, selling off all their stuff. Channel's done. And then all of a sudden the channel's back and they're, collecting again. So I think the people that can like keep it going in a healthy way are like, like you keep it in box, you keep things mint. It's like, all right, I collect it for the sake of like looking at it, and then I could sell it when time comes. But if you're like me, unboxing everything, that's where you kind of get screwed. Because if you're trying to be a completist and you unbox everything, you're in the hole indefinitely.
I do the rule of 2. I still do the rule of 2.
Yeah,
and it's hard because you're like, oof.
Yeah.
Is the rule of 2 $50 or is the rule of 2 $100?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to pay that bill. Oh, man. Well, gotta wait a week.
Well, there There was a moment in
Yeah.
like 2021 where I was filling up my gas tank, and I was pretty
Right.
low, and that was
Right.
when gas was kind of high, and I was like, wow. I was like, I filled up my truck for like a week to go back and forth to work, and that same amount of money would have been like one or maybe two action figures, and I was like, I need to slow down on the action figures because like I could be getting back and forth to work for a week or buying just two toys. And I was like, this
Two
is
toys. Yeah.
this is kind of like,
Weird.
it's kind of weird. Yeah, yeah,
Is it the disorder?
yeah.
Like somebody else has it, something else, you know? Like,
But
is this their dilemma for their thing?
well, to
You
your
know?
point before about grails, and talking about spending a little bit extra on a figure. Um, I've talked numerous times about the Ghostbuster figures and the concept of buy it once, buy it right. Still have not pulled the trigger on the Ghostbuster figures, but I might buy my very first Mezco figure. I don't know if you have any Mezco figures, but I
Let me
think
see the one. Let's see the one you want to buy.
it's gonna be Samurai
Oh,
Jack.
oh, good. Oh, you know what's great? He did the Clone Wars, that same
Yeah,
animator.
Tarkovsky. Yeah,
Yeah, it's awesome. The first two Clone War seasons
yep,
is dope, and they made action figures of those, and I have a couple of those too.
yeah.
Those are awesome. 3 3/4 ones. I wonder if they would make a 6-inch one of those. Maybe, I don't know. That
They
would be
need to.
dope.
They definitely need to.
Star Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah, they would buy it. It would sell
yeah,
out immediately.
yeah. Easy.
It would sell out easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did a
Yeah,
couple of
Samurai Jack
figures,
is dope.
but yeah. Oh, the Samurai Jack. I mean, cloth goods. All of these head sculpts, all the different hair
How
options
much?
there.
What's the
95,
Oh, no, that's worth it. Yeah.
and you
Especially
get
the
all
head
these
sculpts.
accessories.
Look at the head sculpts. That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, great cartoon, man.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's hear for Cartoon Network, man. Fucking
yeah,
good people.
yeah.
Bringing that shit, man. Hey, we got to green light it. Someone's got to green light this thing. And
Mm-hmm.
it morphs. Now you got action figures from a cartoon. That's how
Yeah.
old now? How old is the cartoon?
20 years. It's crazy.
Is it 20 years already?
Yeah.
20 years. Wow.
Let's
Yeah,
look it up.
nuts.
Let's look it up.
I was gonna say
Samurai Jack, episode
yeah,
1,
close. Late
2001.
90s.
Bro,
2001.
almost 25 years old.
Yeah, bananas.
Nuts.
That's a great image. So good.
When did Star Wars Clone Wars come out? Star Wars Clone Wars 2003. Oh, I thought this was
wow,
before Samurai Jack. I didn't think it was after.
Yeah. Wow, me too.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because Clone Wars came, the whole thing started in 99. So, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. He's great. Oh, it's so good. They have action figures. I have one of Obi-Wan and I have one of Anakin. I got a couple of the troopers.
Yeah.
Those are great, stuff like that.
But it's crazy.
That.
Those don't sell.
Niche.
Those don't resell very well, which is weird to me.
Yeah.
I thought they would.
I kind of like it, man. I'm a Last Jedi fan. Which all the laser points are on my head right now.
They are, yeah. I'm about to end the show right now, actually.
Yeah. So I'm of the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy. I like some stuff from the first one, but so many people like the prequel. So I'm kind of like happy about it because I can get all the cool stuff I need, and they're not going for my stuff. So
yeah,
I make out on that. So it's like, I go for the original and the sequel. I like old Luke, old Han, old Leia. I like the continuation of them, and which I was waiting for forever.
Yeah.
And then they finally greenlighted it. It wasn't. There's some good things, some bad things in people, but I'm glad they made them. They were all still alive.
No, I mean that part is good. The fact that we got something.
Yeah.
But like we weren't going to be happy either way. Like that's something that's been forgotten, over the years, especially as people are like, "Oh, George Lucas should come back," like blah blah blah. It's like, listen, it's like he left for a reason, and it was us. It was the fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of people now, like they don't realize that was what was happening at the time, and the hate that the prequels got and all that. But like I said the other day, as time goes on, the sequel trilogy fans will become old enough to create YouTube channels, and they will sing the praises of the sequel trilogy. They will say that Rise of Skywalker is a great movie. They will say, Last Jedi is the best movie. Like that.
Right.
That'll be a thing.
Right.
I look at like Star Wars theory. I feel like he's young enough. He's not super young, but I feel like Star Wars theory is young enough that the prequel trilogy was like his Star Wars. Like that was his theater experience. That was his like, oh man, this is awesome.
A New Hope, yeah.
Versus A New Hope or the re-releases. When they did that.
Right.
I love that though when they did the special editions back in the 90s. That was, That was great. What's up, General Kobe? Good to see you.
What's up, Kenobis?
Yeah, we did say George Lucas. Yeah.
Did you say what?
Yeah. But no, I mean, Star Wars fans are the worst. That's why George
they're
sold
spoiled
it.
now. Spoiled now. Disney, it's just Disney. They're just taking the money and running.
Yeah.
But
it's
how much money? How much money did they make at those theme parks? This stuff.
Oh, they make all the money.
The Frontier ones, which is dope. I'd love to go.
The only one that didn't make money was the hotel, because that was like stupid money to go to that. But everything else they do it's printing money, essentially. And
the Outpost one,
what was it? The Galaxy's Edge is the new one.
Yeah,
or the existing one. But then the hotel was like the
hotel
Star Cruiser or something.
But you would have went for it too. You would have said, "Fuck it, I'll go."
Yeah. Galactic Star Cruiser.
Honey,
that's what it was.
Yeah. Hey, honey, we got a thing. You want to go? Yeah. What the hell? Let's go.
Yeah, let's throw down $10,000 on 3 nights at a windowless hotel. It's terrible.
Was it $10,000? Really?
Yeah.
No. Wow.
Yeah. I did a video back in the Galaxy. Let me see if I could find Star Wars hotel prices.
Bananas.
Hey, Stuffed. I think this is your first time in the chat. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Stuff. Good to see you.
Here you go. All right, this is Google right here.
Good to see you, Stuff.
Cabin for 2, 2-night stay, $48.09. For 3, $52.99. Room for 3 adults, 1 child, $6,000 for 2 nights. And then when you factor in your airfare, if you want to go to the other parks, because you're not going to go to Disney and just go for 2 nights at one thing. You're going to want to see Magic Kingdom. You're going to want to see something else. Bare minimum, you're going to want to jump over to Universal. So you're spending $10,000 easy on this experience.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why it failed. It was just too expensive. And then people found out what it was, and it was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. And that next thing is to, not now, but look up videos of people who filmed it.
Yeah. Oh no, I did. It was.
Oh no, you did. Okay.
Yeah. You guys got to do your homework and go back to the old videos on the channel. No, yeah, I was reacting to all that stuff, and I did a video once, or maybe it was on the podcast. I was like, just go to Comic-Con and see the 501st. Like, it's a way better experience and way cheaper than spending the money to go to the Star Cruiser, because the Star Cruiser and Galaxy's Edge, they don't do OT or prequel stuff. It's all about the Disney era Star Wars things. So if you want your kid to see Darth Vader, if you want your kid to see, Luke Skywalker, Comic-Con's your best bet.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, so Stuffed is your partner on the theater investigative team show.
Yeah, that's my homeboy. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, check them out, man. Our show's bonkers.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing one soon. We got to get together.
Just gotta do it. Just do it.
Just got to do it. Just do it. Like I'm on your show. Just do it. Just get on the thing. Get on the airwaves. Get the ratings up. Get the watch hours. You know, get that money. Get that thing. Get that going. You know.
Do you?
How long?
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Go ahead. What are you gonna? No. Go ahead. You.
Well, I was gonna ask you if you do Comic Cons at all, because I feel like I've never seen you like talk about that.
I've been to the San Diego one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, about 10 years ago. 2011.
Your only Comic Con was the Comic Con.
I made a pilgrimage out to California.
How was that experience?
That was awesome. I encourage everybody to go to San Diego. It's beautiful weather.
Yep.
Can't complain. There's tons of eateries. There's flyers everywhere for things to do after the con, before the con, meetups. People give you flyers and things to do in the show. And it's super corporate now.
Yeah.
It's always been. It was super corporate when I went. I used to just be about illustrators and people who drew action figures and cosplay. And now it's multi-billion-dollar thing now. I would say multi-billion. Probably hundreds of millions. Up in the high hundreds of millions. So
well, like
definitely 100 million. Yeah.
So like there's a company that owns any Comic-Con you see that has Fan Expo on it. Like that has an umbrella company, and it's a pharmaceutical company. Wow. And they're like, oh wow, there's so much money in this thing. If we just fork up, all you need is the capital to fork up for the appearances and the venue, and then once people show up,
and the insurance,
yeah. So who else to have that money than a pharmaceutical company? You know.
Hey Elon, give me somebody. I want to start a con.
Yeah.
Believe me, I will sell. You'll get your money back in one day.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta have Michael on, who does ICCC, the Star Wars convention in Tennessee. Nice. He started it on his own, and still going strong, independent. Does it all solo.
Nice.
Craft Collect says E3 died so SDCC could live. I don't fully agree with that statement, and the reason being is E3 used to be the best, but it's because we all used to get our gaming news from like singular sources. Like you would watch Tech TV for their E3 coverage and see all the trailers and all that stuff, or you would watch you go to IGN.com and they would show you all the stuff happening at E3. But once once YouTube came out and all these studios were like, oh, we could just stream our own stuff. Like, why am I going to pay E3 money to go show a trailer? I could just show it on my own platform. That was
right.
To me, that was the beginning of the end. And then, STCC being more for people than it was for press, I think was a final nail in the coffin. But E3 used to be the shit. I used to love E3 week on at that point it turned into G4 TV. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That was it was like getting the Willy Wonka ticket to an E3 event. Right? Like these kids would be like, I'm going. You're like, oh my God, what is this subcultural thing that I'm trying to figure out? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was huge. I was just going to say, I encourage everybody to do some kind of pilgrimage to some Comic-Con, whatever it may be. There's a G.I. Joe Comic-Con kind of thing.
Joe Fest, yeah.
Joe Fest. There's Toy Atlanta, Toy something.
Toy Atlanta.
Yeah, Toy Atlanta. And then
it's funny, both of those you mentioned are actually in Atlanta.
Yeah. They're just popping up everywhere, and people having get-togethers at their toy stores and stuff like that. So it's a whole, you can make a map and just go across country and hit everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, set it up. You know, it's
But I think it
great.
depends
But
on
I
what
was
you're
th-
trying to get. It depends on what you're trying to
yeah,
get out of it.
yeah, yeah. The big cosplay would be the New York one, and I'd say the San Diego one.
Yes, for sure.
The for big cosplay, and
Yeah.
that's where they're gonna get directors, actors,
Yep.
showrunners, creators, all there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you do the like, you know, paying for, you know, crazy prices for autographs and stuff? Is that something you like to do?
No, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy that. I had
Yeah.
some sports ones, some like baseball ones, but that's about it. I
Yeah.
never. How about you? How about you? Do you buy that?
Um, I'm a fan of buying autographs from like the smaller, not, well, a smaller actor or celebrity isn't the right word, but I would say not like a main staple of the convention person. So like
Right.
the last autograph that or photo I got, because I rather get a photo than an autograph, was Hillary from Fresh Prince. Like my wife and I were at Rhode Island Comic Con. We're walking around the autograph section, and she was just like at the table by herself. And I was just like, I couldn't control myself. I was just like, oh shit, it's Hillary. And she looked at me, and
Did you feel?
I was like, well, we
Uh
made
oh.
eye contact, so I have to get the photo.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah, so I got the
She's like,
photo with
it's
her.
just, please, somebody save me.
Yeah, yeah. But so like those artists, those celebrities are the ones I like. The ones that like
Yeah.
they're by themselves, like
Yeah.
nobody's hooking them up, and it's like
Yeah.
$25 for a photo. You know?
No, no, that's cool. You know, I met Gil Gerard. Isn't that Gil, the guy from the old Buck Rogers
Oh
TV
wow.
show? Yeah. And I was like, hey, man, what's up? Nice to meet you. Love you as a kid. Blah, blah, blah. And then he heard my rhetoric and he goes, you don't want a photo or anything or signature? I was like, dude, I just poured my heart out to you. It's like, you want some fucking money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
And
82. Wow.
I was crushed, man. I was crushed.
Yeah.
I was a little like, he didn't give a shit about how sincere I was. I was like,
Yeah. Don't meet right. Don't meet your heroes.
and that's when I was like, dude, you know, just like your shit with a grain of salt, man. You know, don't
Mm-hmm.
get too cuckoo bananas.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wilma Deering, I met her too, and she's like, she asked the same thing. She goes, you don't want a signed autograph photo and shit. I was like, oh my god. And I gotta say, I met the old Starbuck, and he was a
Oh,
douche.
the dude
He
from
was
A
a
Team.
douche. Yeah, he was a douche. Sorry,
Yeah, I heard
broke
that.
my heart. Broke my heart. But
Yeah,
the other guy, Apollo,
Dirk Benedict.
Dirk Benedict was Starbuck, but the guy who played Apollo,
Yeah.
um, he passed away. He had, I think, cancer. He was on the new Battlestar Galactica. I can't think of his name either.
Richard Hatch. Richard
Richard
Hatch.
Hatch. Yeah, I met him. Nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
And he tried to start Battlestar Galactica by himself. Props, script. He was trying to fund it before it got rebooted. You look all
Wow,
that up. Yeah, it's pretty dope, man.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. He was really sweet and sincere and like humble and stuff. And he was really like, oh man, you know, it's nice to hear. But Starbuck,
Yeah, no, I heard Dirk was a
broke my
dick.
heart.
I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, broke
Um.
my heart, man. Shocked, shocked.
So Patrick said Michael J. White was 25 for a picture 10 years ago. At the same time, I got JDF and passing to their table. Wow. Yeah. I remember.
You get some good deals, you know.
Yeah. So like JDF was one that like he didn't give a shit about the price. Like he was just like, yeah, you want this meant something to you. Let's take a picture together. Like that was JDF. I got to see it in real life.
Yeah.
But I remember one of the things I loved, or two moments I loved in that celebrity photograph area or conversation. actually, I guess 3 at this point. One, New York Comic Con one year, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there, and as you walked around New York Comic Con, which is everybody knows it's massive. All you hear is "ho, ho," because everybody was just like trying to get pictures with them to do that. And then you go by the table, it's all it's us old guys that are just like, "Oh man, you're the man." And he had the 2x4 with him and everything.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then the other one, the one I got a photo with at that time was the guy who played Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon. And again, it's just us. I mean, at the time, I'm in my 20s, I think. But like nobody was at his table. Like he was just Ty something. He's just chilling. So it's us taking photos of him. Now he's more popular. Because every time I see him now at shows, like he's got a group of people around him. But the one I got probably at this point 7-8 years ago, before the show came out, was Johnny from the Karate Kid. Nice. I went and this was at Timac. Yes, thank you, Dave. Dave in the house. Good to see you.
Davey.
I went to maybe it was Boston Comic Con at that point. This was, like I said, this was like 6 to 10 years ago, somewhere in there. And Johnny Lawrence from Karate Kid's there. He's at a table by himself. Oh, it was Rhode Island Comic Con. That's what it was. Rhode Island. And nobody was there. He was just there, just chilling. Like he's essentially like sitting there vaping. Like Steve Cardonas or whatever his name is from Power Rangers. Like he's always vaping at his table. Like Johnny was just sitting there, just like bored out of his mind. And I was like, I gotta talk to him. Like I gotta talk to Johnny. And my friend Joel's a huge Karate Kid fan and made him do martial arts. So I was like, can you? Cool. I was like, can I get an autograph from you for my friend? Telling him to sweep the leg. So he wrote that down. He was appreciative. And then a couple years later, Cobra Kai comes out, and now that awesome. Actor is probably $500 for a freaking autograph. At that time it was like $20.
Yeah. That's I forgot to mention also. I met who were really cool was Rod from What's Happening, and D.
Yeah.
And Raj was really cool. He was real down to earth and humble. And I said, I liked in Spike Lee's Malcolm X. And he's like, that was a good movie and it was fun to do and blah blah. I just kept going on and on about What's Happening and all that shit. He loved it. He loved it. He was really cool and down to earth, humble guy, very soft spoken. Yeah.
I think it depends. I feel like it depends on like how popular the show is or the movie. Like if it's not popular and you're a fan like yourself, I feel like people are appreciative of it. Yeah, it's super niche.
Neat. Yeah, niche.
But if it's really popular, they're just like, oh my god, like I'm tired of talking about being freaking X character, Oh my god.
Yeah.
Again.
But they all go there for the cash. They know.
Yeah.
They're not. They know. Gotta get
paid,
not
dumb.
Man. Yeah, need some money. Mm-hmm. I need some money.
Yeah.
But go to a con. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
you should go to New York. New York's right there. I don't know why you don't go more often.
Yeah, maybe. Are you gonna go this year?
Oh, of course, I have to every year.
All right. I'll try to figure it out, and we should hook up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm right across the river, so. But I'd go. I like it that it's in the fall too. The weather's better. You're not sweating. It's not the summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little cooler.
I mean, Dave knows for Ghostbusters Day. That's in I think June. So and it's outdoors. It's not like sponsored by Ghostbusters and in a venue. You're at the firehouse outside, and sweating. Man. Yeah.
You guys got to make the short sleeve outfits and the pants.
Yeah. Well, I have that now. I made a flight suit. I keep forgetting to plug this. So if any Ghostbusters fans out there are listening or watching, Tools and Talent Props on Etsy, toolsandtalentprops.com. I'm a official
Nice.
ambassador for
Nice.
them. So use
Nice.
code HeyArcher, get 15% off that merch. I gotta add. I'm terrible at this. I need to like add the link and stuff.
Don't worry about it. They know. The beauty of it is you go look for it yourself. Search for it yourself. You know.
Let's see. Here it is.
Just get it out there.
So for this suit, I got a short sleeve because I was like, oh,
Smart.
For Ghostbusters Day in the summer.
Yeah.
And it's a lighter flight suit. It's not super thick or anything.
You should put little grommet things under the armpits that are open to breathe down into.
Oh, for air. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have. I would have cargo pants. I would have Ghostbuster cargo pants. Why not?
Yeah.
Be dope. You could put tons of shit on it and patches and they have the medical one right there. That's the first aid one, and the one is the extra, plasma thing.
Yeah. But all right. So, but here's the thing, right? Are you going? Because I feel like it's either cool or not, right? You're either cargo shorts that are camouflage with pockets, or you're like the khaki short. No, actually, no. I feel like but like socially acceptable. Like I feel like khaki shorts that are cargo shorts have a bad rap right now, unless they're camouflage and you're at a metal show.
Well, let me tell you this: if Ghostbusters had to go to the Arctic, right, you're gonna get a white jumpsuit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, with the red logo, it stands out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's whatever, man. That's how about that? That's whatever the evolution of the Ghostbuster society you want to keep going for.
Mm-hmm.
Build what you want, man, and people will see it and go, "Oh, that's dope. I'm gonna make that one too."
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna make one up on that one because that put a light bulb over my head, and now this is how I'm gonna make it. And then people go, "Oh, that's great."
Mm-hmm.
So. But I would think for like health wise and being comfortable, definitely shorts in the summer, guys.
Yeah.
I think you know what? You could also do like corporate, like NASA old school with pocket protectors and like do a little thing like I'm doing the, corporate Ghostbusters today. I got to keep cool,
That's actually a good idea. A short sleeve button up with the tie. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I used to go out in the field. Now I work in the office, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're still part of the Ghostbuster community. And it's just for like comfort, guys. I'm thinking because I see you guys in the gear and the backpack. I'm like, they're sweating their balls off. They're sweating their balls off. And you take the top down and you tie it on a knot around your waist and you walk around like that, and then you're still sweating. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Do the FedEx Ghostbuster outfit.
Yeah.
You could even do the caps.
No, you could do the Speedo, like stuff is saying.
Speedo.
Yeah.
Speedo.
Patrick's saying I'm on the Extreme Ghostbusters uniform where it's the business casual like Eduardo or Kylie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Safari / Jurassic Park vest with the pockets.
Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. But the corporate one looked cool with a pocket protector and and you could have little pen props that have little lights on it or bleep and stuff like that. So you could add a wristwatch that bleeps and stuff and it monitors ghosts, whatever you want to do on your shit. Do that. Do accessories like that, man. That would be dope, like Batman accessories and stuff.
There was the one that's pretty dope that was in the movies was the wrist proton wand that was in Frozen Empire. Like, I wish they did more with that in the movie, but like that's a good one if you're flying somewhere and you can't take your proton pack. But somebody the other day on one of the forums, they made a mini proton pack that goes on their waist. So like
nice.
It's like on their side, and then the cable goes around their back to the wand in their hand. I was like, yeah, that'd be dope for, again, you're traveling somewhere, you can't take the proton pack, you got the little portable one.
A little waist one, yeah, like a money
Mm-hmm.
belt.
Like a money belt. Yeah.
Yeah, in the back there, yeah. And you can put stuff on your thighs and stuff,
Yeah.
you know. So it's like holsters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would start you guys to break out to that. But it's endless. It's great. But that's what you want to do more too, right? You want to do more of that cosplay stuff, right?
I mean, that's what I started on. That was the, when I started the YouTube channel, it was fitness, which I would like to. If I had endless time, I would still do a fitness channel to just motivate me to get back in shape. But
Yeah.
it was fitness stuff, and then eventually it turned into cosplay stuff. Because I used to go to like 8-10 cons a year.
Wow.
But then you start dating, you start trying to have a social life, you stop doing that.
Right.
But I'm trying to get back into cosplay because that was my jam, and that's where Ghostbusters comes in. But
Right. No, it's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, just plot that more. Just plot the big ones you want to go to.
yeah.
Prep
Well,
for them.
it was New York, Rhode Island, and Boston. Those are like the three.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Have you done cosplay? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
No, only when I was a kid, Halloween, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a Jawa. I was Luke. Bespin Luke.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bespin Luke with my mom made me the jacket and the pants and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty dope. I had the generic lightsaber that they had, and I had the real gun that they made. But
Yep.
my mom made a holster for my gun, and it was pretty dope. And I went out, people were like, "Oh, that's great out,"
Mm-hmm.
But I was sick. I had a fever.
Oh.
And I remember I had to sit down a lot with my friends. I was like, "Hey guys, can we sit a minute? I'm sorry." I don't have the energy to keep going. But I was like, "Dude, I feel like shit." I was just like, "I think I'm sick." When you're a kid, you don't know. You're just like, "I don't feel good."
Yeah.
But you had to truck through it.
Yeah.
But
happens to the best of us.
Yeah. No, I love cosplay. I think it's great. I hope it's always going to go. It's going to get even bigger than ever now. You see all the older folks still doing it and stuff like that. So it's never going to end.
Yeah.
And there's so much footage and networking now about it. It's overwhelming. It's a whole nother
Yeah.
it's a whole nother world.
Yeah. Well, before we wrap, are there any shows right now that you're loving that, or a recent movie that's you're gaga about, or
I'm
like
always
myself?
What are you watching? What are you watching?
No, I was gonna say, like, right now I'm on a reality kick because I feel like reality stuff sometimes is more entertaining, or in the last year. But Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was amazing. Daredevil right now is amazing. But I want to hear what you're watching, or if you see anything good.
A lot of old Star Trek episodes.
Mm.
I'm locked into that shit.
Which series?
I use it. The original one from the late '60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I use it as a sleep aid. You watch it, you fall asleep in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Like in 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh, I love this episode."
Yeah.
I'm watching the new Dune Part 2.
Oh yeah.
Endlessly.
Did you start the show?
Care what. I went to the theater. I saw both movies in the theater.
No. The TV show. Did you watch the TV show?
Oh no, about the Benny Gesserit. No.
Oh, so good. Oh, watch it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I haven't. I've just been in this loop of watching Dune Part 2.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that. I've only seen it the one time.
Yeah, it's just the action's good and the storylines are just. He did a really good job with the adaptation of the book, and
Yeah.
I think this movie will stand for a long, long time. They might make shows. There might be. I think there's going to be another movie part with him in it, where he becomes like the evil emperor.
Yep. Yeah.
So that looks, I'm looking forward to that. Um, what else am I watching? A lot of YouTube. I'm just watching YouTube constantly.
Yeah.
Watch all my news, all my political stuff, all toy
Well,
collecting,
Stuff was saying,
camping.
he was saying the crazy show called World News. The writers are all high, dude. I've been watching so much news. Like it is not even funny anymore. Like
Yeah.
so many of like all of you in the chat, like Patrick, Man Collects. I'm so behind on videos right now because I'm just like news story after news story after Senate hearing after news story. It's just like I
Oh
can't
yeah.
stop. I cannot stop.
I'm a bit of a political junkie too, a news junkie too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching all aspects of the news and all political aspects to it. So it's overwhelming, but it goes
Yeah.
quick though. They wrap it quickly, and then I relax and I start watching, all my stuff I want to see, like all the toy collectors and camping people and guys who build go karts and all the creative people. It's just
Yeah.
endless shows. What do you watch? Like 200 YouTube shows, 200 YouTube channels,
I'm,
300, right?
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, the last 2 months have been news. It's, usually what I do is I'm just scrolling my subscription page of YouTube, just
Right.
adding to watch lists, like, and while I'm working or while I'm at the gym, I just have it going where it's just like going through the watch list playlist. And it's, I find myself not using the playlist as much because I'm like, oh, what's the new stock market thing? What's the new, trade war thing? Like there's so much happening that
Right.
that it's good and bad at the same time because you're like, I can't believe this is happening. This is entertaining. That I'm like, I'm behind on YouTube videos. But I also feel like as I've been going through my subscription page, I feel like people are publishing less. I feel like there's less people putting out videos um, so far in 2025. I would love to see a statistic about it, but um, I feel like my subscription feed is not as full as it used to be.
Hmm. Well, that's that. I was 2 weeks ago too. We were talking about like subscriptions and
Yeah,
content. If people are addicted, and if you keep putting out product, they're going to be on every day.
yeah, yeah.
And you got to have the energy to get up and edit and do this and do that and edit and write
Hmm.
script or bullet points or however you set your thing up. You
Yeah,
know, and it takes time. And but if you put a 20-minute video up of something good, you'll get 500,000 views.
yeah,
You know, it's crazy. But you got to be. I don't know. I mean, I've watched a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys who are on for a long time, and they're not even at 100 million. And I'm like, dude, this guy, I thought he would have been at 100. No, 100,000, like a
yeah,
way long time ago. And he's still at like 67,000. I'm like, wow, he's
yeah,
got great stuff, and his editing's great, and blah blah blah. And they're still, you know, follow all the big boys, and then the guys underneath. And there's a couple gals in there too, but it's a lot, man. I was saying to some guy I follow from Canada. He's a camper guy, hunkered down with Steve,
hmm,
and he's been doing this shit for like 12 years, 13 years, and
wow,
just now in the last 4 years, he's been making like buku dollars.
yeah,
500,000 people watching his video, 1 million people in a week. You're like, oh wow, that doesn't work anymore.
yeah.
He gets a
It
check from YouTube.
it's what I'm learning is people. So this guy Pat Flynn,
Hmm.
he does a lot of like how to like grow your YouTube slash side hustle type stuff. He like I was watching him daily during COVID. Like he had this thing called the income stream, and there's some people in the chat actually that I met through that. And he was saying that people always want to look for like an authority figure in something, like
Right.
argue an
Right.
authority. And what I've learned over, the last 5 years of doing this is people respect the follower slash subscriber count. Like if right now I just hit my second video that had over 1 million views on Instagram, but our subscriber count still isn't that high. So I feel like a lot of people
Right.
watch, they hit like, and then they're just like, and they move on.
Yeah.
Same thing on YouTube. We have the JDF video that still performs very well on the channel. And, only maybe 2% of those people subscribe to the channel. 1%.
Yeah.
Like, but it's, unless you have a high subscriber count, people are just like, they're like,
Yeah.
you're not credible unless you have the count. So I feel like as a creator, sometimes it's a battle because you'll have videos. They had K-Walk. We met on the income stream. You have people that put out good content and they don't get a high subscriber count, and them not having a high subscriber count contributes to them not getting a high subscriber count. Because people are just like, I'm only going to respect you if you have like 100,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers.
I don't do that. I click on anybody I like, whatever.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere, and if you give good positive feedback that encourages them to make more content and better content, and little not just little tips and nothing criticism, just a little, hey, if you do it like this, you probably get a better outcome. And then they try it and they're like, oh, that's great, you did a good job, because the internet's crazy. They love positive reinforcement. The minute you have an issue with something, boy, the knives, the guns, the clown faces come out, the clown emojis. Look at this clown. Look at this clown. Look at this clown. Look at it. It's ironic.
Yeah.
But quick one. What's Dan Larson's page up to? I'm curious to know what his numbers are. Toy Galaxy.
Toy Galaxy.
Galaxy Toy.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to see. I mean, him and his partner. His partner name is Greg. His partner in crime that does all the editing.
431.
431. Shit.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd have 1 million. Right?
I would have assumed already he'd have 1 million, but you're right.
Yeah. See, and his shit's great.
But didn't he spin off? Didn't he spin off of a different channel? Or was it always Toy Galaxy?
I don't know. Maybe he's got a Dan Larson site now. Maybe they're breaking up.
I feel like Dan came from a different one to start. Secret Galaxy is the rebrand. Toy Galaxy was what it used to be.
It's to be right. Yeah.
So,
and look at his shit. His shit's great too. Look at all his videos are stellar.
Yeah.
Great, well production, good editing. He's funny. His shit's good, man. He could have been on network TV. He's good.
Yeah.
I could totally see him on MTV, like doing something on MTV or something. One of those networks or whatever. Any of those people, like, he could do Talk Soup. Remember Talk Soup?
Yeah.
He could totally do Talk Soup with eyes closed.
Well, you know what it is.
But all this shit is dope. Look at all these things. Look at all that stuff. Entertech, the Entertech water gun. The fuck out of it. KB Toys. Total niche shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All this stuff. Airwolf, Battlestar Galactica, 10 Best Action Play Sets, VR Troopers. It's overwhelming, dude. What went wrong with the Thundercats?
Well, the thing is, he does what's called evergreen content. Like all of this stuff, it's not time locked. Like, looking at the weirdly controversial history of the Monster cereal, like I could watch this now. I could watch this 10 years from now. It's still relevant because
choose your adventure.
Yeah. The G.I. Joe, Battle of Planets. Like, so that's the battle that you have as a creator. Sometimes it's like, do you make content that's current stuff, or do you make more evergreen that somebody could watch at any point in time?
Right.
And that's why my JDF video does well, because why does JDF and also St. John have beef? That's not time restricted, especially because he died. So like people could watch that at any point and it's still relevant.
Got beef. I want to see a new show called Steve Got Beef. Steve got beef. Steve got beef.
I got beef with a lot of people. They just don't know who I am. So it's a one-sided beef.
Yeah, I think you should have a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Pimp out on your nerd stuff, and then have your daily show and talk about the current stuff.
Yeah.
No,
that's the hard part.
But the key to it is consistency. Keep putting it out. You do this every week. That's good. That's why I show up. All these other guys show up. The other gals show up. Everybody shows up. So it's like, all right, he's on, and I wouldn't lose it if you didn't make it one week.
Right.
But I'd be sure ready for the next one.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I missed him last week, or I couldn't see him last week, but but the whole thing is live. Everybody likes watching it live if they can. It's fun.
That's another debate you kind of have, is like, is YouTube Live the solution? Is Instagram Live? Like, personally, I think Instagram Live is stupid, because like you have to be open in the app on that video. I can't do anything else. If I do something else, I'm out of the video. I can't listen to it. I can't do anything. But there are people that have huge followings for Instagram Live, have huge followings for TikTok Live. And to me, it doesn't make any sense. But that's what plants crave. They want the electrolytes. So it's like, you sometimes have to just do what the algorithm wants, not what you want to do. So that's a battle I have as a creator. Yeah.
Just keep doing your stuff, man. You're doing your Ghostbusters, and then you do interviews and just, I like when you do your analytics stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. But does the algorithm like that? I don't think so. That's a problem.
So
that's the battle.
Shit,
But that's the battle. But as a creator, that's the battle, right? It's like, do you do what you want to do, or do you do what the analytics want, or the algorithm wants? That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like I was asking this the other day to somebody else. I was like, the videos I'll show you guys, just so I'm not making it up, or you think I'm making it up.
Let's go to the stats.
Go to the stats. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
What you can prove.
Yeah.
I did not do it, officers. I did not do it.
So here you go. If I go most popular videos on my channel, right? Luckily, the Ghostbuster stuff has done decent, right?
Yeah.
But number one, still the JDF video, which like says evergreen. I did a random video on this Hot Toys collector. Like, I was just like, I'll clip this and I'll put this out. I talked about it on a HeyArcher Live at one point. Second most watched video on the channel.
Yeah.
This random Naruto video from 7 years ago. Third most watched on the channel. Like, none of this is relevant to what I like to talk about. These Converse videos, same thing. I don't collect Converse anymore. So, but here's the thing. As a creator, I'm like, should I buy more Converse to do more Converse videos? Should I buy more Hot Toys to do more Hot Toy videos?
Do an experiment. Buy something that's cosplay, whatever. If they sell Ghostbuster ones or DC comic or Marvel one, get a pair of high tops, pimp it out, and watch. They'll see it. Sneaker Nation, huge, dude.
Yeah.
Multi-million-dollar thing, man. People spend crazy amounts of money on sneakers.
Oh, they do, for sure.
Yeah. So if some kid watches you do, like, hey, I'm into, cosplay, and here's my new DC Batman ones I got. Check them out. Before you got 10,000 views for something for 20 minutes, and you're not into it. You just wanted to show your sneakers.
But then look at this.
Do that now and then. Go ahead.
I was saying, well, look at this example. Like, I did this random ass meme that I thought I thought about on a whim,
Dude, you know how many people want that? They just want that.
8.6 million views.
How long ago?
This was a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I've done other memes similar to this, and they get like 100.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like I just don't know what, like I don't know what to do.
How long did it take you to edit that?
5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, you picked a good clip. You did. You could. It's great.
Yeah, but there's other ones. If anybody listening goes through my feed, there are other ones that are similar to that. Nothing. So it's like sometimes it's hard to figure out the formula.
Hey, fuck it. It's one of your things you got. The ring. You got a brass ring for that one.
Yeah. That's
dope, man.
What I did do that has worked. If anybody's ever debating it, I paid for the verification, the check mark, and I've been getting subs off of that, which is so stupid. But again, people see check mark, they're like, oh, legit.
Right. Yeah, more of the up and up than the I've noticed some people using big snippets of music lately from songs. Do they have to pay for it? It's like a 20-second snippet or a 30-second snippet. Do they have to pay for that?
It depends.
Or is that the amount you can get away with without getting flagged?
So like a meme I worked on today that I'm going to release for work. The song I picked is a song that's in Instagram. Like I could use the full original song on Instagram, like in the Reels library. So what you could do is, as long as the song that you want to use is in the TikTok or Instagram library, make your video, match it up to the song how you want, and then export it without the song. But when you go in, when you're uploading it in the library of Instagram or TikTok, you can add the song back in. And now you're not having to worry about copyright stuff or anything because you picked it out of their library.
Their library, yeah. You bypass that. Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
But if I had uploaded it on my own, even though it's in their library, but if I uploaded it and it came up as my audio and it happened to match the song, they'd be like, flag.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Patrick answered the question. He saw Brave New World. Did you see that? Did you watch it yet?
No.
Yeah.
Is it good? Did you watch it?
I have not, but not one person has been like, bro, you need to go see Captain America Brave New World. So that's all I'm saying.
How fast is it going to be on streaming?
Yeah.
Is it on streaming now? Sometimes they do it.
No, you got like 2 more months, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people do it simultaneously. Yeah.
Any things you want to plug before we wrap today's episode?
Plug. Tell the parent. If not, we can go to. We can make a pilgrimage to Toy Federation. That guy's toy store down in South Carolina. We could do a little pilgrimage down there. Yep. This would be the stories you could tell your families and friends. The joy you can have.
That'd be good. No, definitely got to go to Japan. That's on the list.
I would like to. I would have fun over there. I think toy collecting alone. I like the culture. I like the food. I want to see a baseball game. Ride the trains. Definitely a place I'd like to see.
Yeah.
But the toy collection must be like, it'd be like Indiana Jones, man. Asking people, translating. Do you know where old toys are? I need the toys.
I need the toys. Give me the Super Sentai figures.
Yeah. Where's all the stuff? Where's all the G.I. Joes from the 80s? Somebody has in their toy shop that's collecting dust.
There's a flag.
USS Flag, right?
There's a flag somewhere.
He's,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got like 20 of them in his store
Yeah.
in Japan somewhere. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
With the Japanese lettering font and
Yes.
production of it. You're like,
Yeah.
no way, no way. How much you want for it? Nothing. You don't even know what you have in it.
$10. Yes, I guess I'll buy it for
Yes.
10.
Oh, bad. But just the idea of the toy hunting over there must be great.
Yeah.
Taiwan. I'd love to go to Taiwan too to see the toys over there.
Yeah.
Or what's left of Hong Kong, but that's a hot spot right now. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Go
is.
to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But I think about all the toy stores over in Hong Kong back in the day, and they made everything over there.
Yep.
The die-cast metal cars and Matchbox and Hot Wheels, all that stuff. They made everything. They made all those sub companies and all the action figures. Ugh. Taiwan version, Hong Kong version, Chinese version, action figures.
Yeah. But, nice. Well, dude, appreciate it. Always a pleasure.
Man, great show. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, always. Always. Go ahead. Sorry.
Check out my crazy podcast.
Yeah, throw the link in the chat. And I think I shared it before, but yeah, throw it in there whenever you get a chance. What was it?
It's on YouTube somewhere. I don't know. We have it like backwards or something. You got to find it.
Yeah. But yeah, as DaDa said, we're consistent every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. But at the same time, I'm a liar because next week I will not be here on Thursday because I'll be on a trip. But
nice.
I think I'm gonna try to go live maybe Monday or Tuesday night instead. I'll talk to everybody else who does their live streams to see if I can find a slot. Not trying to bogart anybody else's stream. But after next week, we're back to every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. More unboxings, more reviews coming soon. Like I said, tools and talent prompts. Use HeyArcher for 15% off your checkout. Like, comment, subscribe, talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
Peace.
We're out of here.
Huh? What? What? Huh? More specifically, vodka, whiskey, beer, tequila.
Yeah, come on, push a button. Push a goddamn button.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.